It's your boy Boss Show Me, bringing you
another one.
Now, this almost feel like destiny. And before I get started, I'm gonna go ahead and say out the gate, I think Maxx Crosby is getting ready to be a Dallas Cowboy. It just kind of all lines up to me. I'm gonna kind of make the case, because I know a lot of people kind of getting torn from these mixed reports. Then obviously we got the news of Trey, that he's now with the Ravens, right? We also got a lot of stuff going on in the streets where Chason has been picked up by the Commanders, which is obviously significant. So you seeing the depletion of lead dog potentials, going to these different teams, people that had the potential to be your lead dog. So the Cowboys are not stupid. They know who Gary is, right? And, and a lot of people obviously was upset when, they heard that the Dallas Cowboys was out and they're moving forward with Gary. But they're not stupid. And you not stupid. We not stupid. None of us are stupid. So we pretty much know that Gary is not even close to Maxx Crosby and the Cowboys. So you say, so what are they doing? What are they doing? In my opinion, what the Cowboys are doing is they are basically trying to get their phone to ring. I think that's exactly what's going on. I think your Dallas Cowboys are trying to get their price down just a little bit more from the previous proposal. They also, to me, working the clock. So let me explain it. And I'm going to show receipts like I always do. This is a channel that's big on receipts. So I said, remember, Jerry feels he gains leverage when he receives the call versus calling in interest. So when he makes an outbound call, he feel like when he shows interest, that hurts his leverage. So what he would do is he would try to drum up a reason for you to call. And that's called putting chum in the water. I'm going to talk about that. I said, I'm not buying that Dallas was out that fast last night. So think about it. So everybody got the report. And then within an hour, Dallas was putting out basically, except through David Moore. David Moore was the only one that they was like, nah, they're interested, right? But everybody else Dallas is out. Dallas is moving forward with Gary, right? I said, I bet Dallas is getting that price on Crosby better. And Crosby will be a Cowboy today. And I think it's going to be today. So let me show you that Jerry does this for leverage, okay? So listen.
You was talking before about that CD draft when you picked him, the Micah draft when you picked him. Can you describe what the room is like once the draft goes live and you're waiting to see how you have to read and react as players come off the board?
Yeah, I think to me, as they come off, I'm just focusing on what happens when he gets there. Okay? If as they're coming off, I don't like there, then I'm saying, boys, is that phone ringing?
Is that phone ringing? Now, notice most people would say, hey, make the calls because you're not liking what you're seeing in the draft. What did Jerry say? I'm sitting back like, I need that phone to ring for leverage. Now listen.
And by the way, you've heard me say this 1,000 times. Picking up the phone and calling will not do the job. The phone has to be ringing.
This is a very core philosophy that he really believes. Hence why he would use the media to pretend to not be interested. We're moving forward. Now listen, He knew he had the next best proposal outside of Baltimore. So why so fast to be like, we're moving forward with Gary? Y'all really think Jerry crazy like that? Do y'all really think he dumb like that? You really think he don't know the difference between Gary and Crosby?
Well, if I'm not hearing that phone ringing and it's not ringing, then you start really looking at your alternatives. We traded that. Mike is perfect. Mike.
So I want to show you that this is, like you heard him say, I told y'all 1,000 times. I told y'all 1,000 times. Now listen to this.
What about adding something through a trade?
Hold on, he said, what about adding something through a trade? So I'm trying to show you that he really believes this. This is him. Listen.
Right about draft time, picks get very premium right now. And the trades relative to draft picks for a player, this is possibly you might call it a good time, because the round picks to be able to use it this year can come at a premium. Now, you've got to have your bait out everywhere.
You have to have your bait out everywhere. See, that bait is where he throws out stuff through the media to try to generate interest. That's what he mean by bait, chum. So he was throwing out, chum.
And we do. But those come to you. And they don't necessarily come to you because you've got a perfect fit back over here at a position, or you've got somebody in mind. Usually don't count on that somebody in that perfect fit knocking on your door saying we want to give him away. That doesn't come. If you've got to go get it, get ready. You're going to pay a premium for it.
So here we go. Jerry showing you his negotiation style. He like, if you got to go to them, you go pay a premium for it. See, because he already showed interest. He already put his proposal out there. He already had a first and a second and potentially also on the table. So I'm trying to see, why was you over here pushing Gary? It didn't make sense. We're moving forward with Gary. I smell wee woo.
See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
Yeah, like the big time say, it's like a backwards bait. It's chum. It's chum in the waters.
They just think tariffs might add to things. Wait till you try to go over and get a player when it's you calling rather than them calling you.
So now you should understand the posturing. The posturing of, we have Gary. We good. We've decided we're moving on. This is the $1 billion dance. This is the $1 billion dance. That's what I really believe going on. Because I was like, a lot of people was very upset, and rightfully so. Rightfully so that we out here like, we're moving forward with Gary. It's a lot of people that was like, excuse me, and rightfully so. But when you understand the $1 billion dance that he's doing, then that makes sense. Stirs. Then it makes sense when you know that that's what he's doing. I'm gonna give you one more clip and then we go summarize it.
Jerry, I'm going to ask you for a negotiating lesson here, because a lot of times you've said they need to call us, or you don't want to pick up the phone first. Why is that so important for many of the trades in your philosophy? And do you apply that to other negotiations in life? Do you really feel like you're giving away that much leverage if you pick up the phone first?
Yes.
Yes.
That always trip me out because he dead ass on that. He's serious. Like, yes. Now watch him really bring it together.
I can do that real quick. Yes. But really, I'm calling I use you to call.
But really, I'm calling. I use you to call. I use the media to call. So when you see James Slater come out there, Diana Rossini, and they're both like, the Dallas Cowboys are out. They're moving forward. He's using them, likely. That don't mean that they're carrying water. I want to be clear on that, because some people be thinking I'm saying that. No, that don't mean that Jane is being a tool. No, that don't mean Diana is being a tool. No, that don't mean Brian Broaddus is being a tool. When he's looking for information and he'll call and they'll give him an answer. What none of them can discern sometimes, and you just don't know when you're working in the media. What's the chess game behind the scenes that could be? And the media are sometimes tool on the chessboard. That don't mean they shady. That don't mean they doing it on purpose either. I want to be clear on that, because I don't want people thinking I'm taking shots. Nah, I'm just saying how this stuff worked and how Jerry plays the game. You know, he said, I use you. Listen.
And you say, how's that? I use media to express an interest.
I use media to express an interest. Y'all give me 1 second, Kay. I got something going on with my son. Let me make sure I take care of him real quick. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. Woo, multitask. Man, thank y'all for your patience. They ain't take me long. All right, so I'm trying to explain why I feel like the Maxx Crosby is getting ready to be a Cowboy. Right. That's what my boss say. Maxx Crosby will be a Cowboy if health is truly not an issue. And I'm glad you said that. First of all, this is my brother, a good brother of mine. Been knowing him for years. It's always good to see my brothers in here. Let me make sure I can show you a comment, my brother. You know, my church brother, my U of H football brother, my entrepreneurship brother. We went to the same entrepreneurship program. He said Maxx Crosby would be a Cowboy if his health is truly not an issue. So let's address that, because that's a good thought. Okay, so I want to address that. And I'm trying to show y'all and paint the tea leaves of why I feel like it's going to be today or soon. I'm expecting today. So remember, you know, they were trying to kind of float this out here. They said one of the things that Jerry Jones said at the combine was no more drafting injured players in the second round, no more red shirts. So what about veterans? Right? So he was putting that thought out there in relation to Crosby. Well, you know, could it be that, you know, the doctor really gave the Ravens, the Dallas Cowboys doctor really gave the Ravens a negative report? I don't think that's the case. I think the Ravens got cold feet. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna show that. It's a lot of rumors coming out about that from credible people. But let me show y'all why I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it because they already made a real proposal on Crosby. That's why I'm not buying it. You see what I'm saying? They made a proposal. So to say maybe they trying to stay away from guys that's gonna need to rehab a little bit. Nah, they already threw out a proposal which showed that they was interested. If they wasn't interested, they wouldn't have been in the original bidding. And it's a whole lot of reports out there that most people know that he's ahead of schedule, one. Two, most people already know that he would be ready by July. It's almost like when Tank, y'all remember when Tank was in them negotiations with Dallas and he was holding off his surgery? He was holding off his surgery for leverage to get them to talk and get him off the tag. Yeah. So I'm not falling for it was Dallas doctor that gave them. No, that to me, they was trying to find a way to get up out that contract. I mean, that promise, those two first. Because they was hemorrhaging. They lost 10 players in free agency. So I think they said, okay, hold on. Let's do the Trey route where we can keep the picks because we just lost a lot of assets. Let's go to Trey route, which they just did. That's what I'm saying. This is the update. Let's go to Trey route. Let's keep the picks because we got too many holes. We just lost 10 people. And I think they got cold feet. Which is then leaving this on Dallas's desk. And Dallas is now sitting here holding Trey. And they still got the best proposal on the table. They still got the best proposal on the table. I think they just trying to get it down. Yeah. That's the smell I'm getting, especially from the medical. People know about this type of surgery. That's why so many teams were still bidding for him. Because they already knew we not gonna lose him year one. He gonna be able to play. You know? So, and somebody say, actually the Ravens won. I can't say that quite yet. I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? To me, they just got cold feet. It depends how it play out. It depends, and they got to get the picks right. They chose picks over the commodity. But they also had the money to do it too. So, you know, where they could make that move. I ain't gonna say they won until they make the picks. You got to make the picks before I can say if you won or not. So, but going back to why I really believe this getting ready to happen. Okay. First of all, your Dallas Cowboys are still sitting with the best proposal. Remember, likely they was offering 12. They was offering 12. And see, 12 likely is going to need to remain on the table. Y'all hear me out. 12 is going to likely need to remain on the table because 12 was what was the shield against competitors. I really want y'all to understand that. 12 was the shield against competitors. See, that's why, hear me out. That's why Chicago could never match Dallas. Remember, they made allegedly about 3 proposals to try to get Maxx. And they couldn't. Because remember, Chicago was trying to offer allegedly 2 firsts. But remember, they was at pick 25. We was offering pick 12. And when you look at the value difference from that value chart from 25 to 12, that's like having, it's like Dallas at 12 going from 12 to 25. It's like Dallas having an extra early second rounder in value. So Dallas was offering basically way more than Chicago, but that's because they was offering 12. Which means 12 is likely going to have to be on the table. Because if you don't put 12 on that table, you don't have a shield against competition. Because somebody might be able to come and snatch him again. So one thing for sure is 12 has to be on the table. And we would have to say ourselves, that's fine. Because likely, I want y'all to think about this because a lot of people saying, no, give them 20. If you move it down to 20, now other people in the market might be able to actually compete with you. Because they might have an option that's potentially even better. So 12, in my opinion, has to be on the table. Now, what they might take off the table is the player. Because allegedly it was supposed to be a first, a second, and Osa. if Dallas Cowboys is trying to get a better price, then they gonna have to say, listen, we taking Osa off this, and we go trade him and try to get an asset from somewhere else. We not go package all of this with Osa. Y'all chose the Ravens. We started to actually make acquisitions. So that means if we go take on Crosby, we gonna have to create room that we wasn't even expecting. So you need to take a haircut, and we're gonna keep the player. And if we want to deal that player, we'll deal him. But you ain't getting him. You go get first and a second. We keeping the player that we still trying to offload anyway. To me, that's the way that they should do it. Because, see, I'm going to tell everybody, because I keep hearing a lot of people, give 20. See, you also don't want to be too cute right now, where you trying to keep the prime everything because you feel like you got the Raiders by the balls. See, remember the Raiders gonna want to save some face on this too. They ain't gonna want to look like they got fleeced. So it's gonna be a sacrifice. And the Dallas Cowboys should be willing to make 12 still the sacrifice, because there's literally nobody at 12 that's on the impact level of Crosby. Nobody at 12 is going to be the instant impact and have the pro resume of Crosby. They're not there, sir. There's no edges that's going to likely fall. None of that. So being greedy to keep 12, in my opinion, would be a bad move. A bad move. So, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to explain all of the dynamics that I really feel like is kind of bringing this in the direction of Dallas. And I don't want Dallas to get too cute. Yeah. You say 20 in a conditional second that can turn into a first. I'm afraid to kind of play that game, Henny. Because whenever you start offering less, you opening up the door to somebody else to come in and steal him. That might have the assets to now compete. Because most people can't even touch 12. Most people can't even touch 12. It's just too much value. But they might be able to finesse them at the last minute. They might. But to me, I don't want us to get too cute right now. I'm just being honest. I don't want us to get too cute. I want us to say, listen, we gonna give you less than the first proposal, because we already started to make moves and you got to help us out. But to over fleece them, that's taking a risk of somebody else trying to step in there. So like, for instance, we've been hearing a lot of reports that the Eagles have been willing to offer up real assets, right? Even player assets like Carter. Okay. So Carter was basically like a top 5 asset in talent with years left on his contract. If you go too far down to like 20, the Raiders might say, yeah, let's go ahead and do that with Philly. So to me, I'm trying to get the player. I'm not trying to necessarily win every aspect of the deal. Sometimes if I'm going to hold you off, I need that shield. That's just me. Especially if I was willing to offer up that in the first go round. So I was willing to already do it. So why do I got to just fully hold they nuts to the fire like that? I just don't think I think if we do that, you can get greedy and you can mess around and lose them, in my opinion. So I would want them to offer 12. I would want them to offer next year's second, which is really like a third, right? Take Osa off the table. Keep Osa, right? And if you go deal Osa, deal him somewhere else, right? And still try to get an asset, but we're not finna package it all under you. So, And that's how I see this whole thing playing out. I think Jerry and them got chum in the water. I think that's what they doing. You know? So now, your Dallas Cowboys exponentially need this as well. We've been doing a lot of content about this. And I really want to explain this last part, because the last part I'm getting ready to say the most important part. It was so easy to dream before we saw the reality. Let me turn off the music and say that again. It was so easy to dream before we saw the reality. So we saw the reality of the actual acquisitions that your Dallas Cowboys was bringing in. See, at first, it was easy to kind of grandstand and sit back and have a uppity attitude and say stuff like, why would I get Crosby when I can get Dean, Minka Fitzpatrick, and we could start throwing out all these names when I can get Chason and I can get Boye Mafa. Why would I want
This is the
Osa?
voice of God, boss.
I hear you. What's up, boy?
What's up? I just popped in for 2 seconds. I need to just ask you some quick stuff on this Max stuff. I'm trying to get. I don't think we you know what I was saying. I'm still offering them 2 first-round picks.
Okay, talk to me.
Because remember, allegedly outside of the Ravens, nobody else allegedly offered them 2 firsts. They
Mm-hmm.
can still get the 2 firsts out of me because the conditional second is to work around for next year's first.
Mm-hmm.
So when we came to them on the table with a offer, keeping 12, giving them 20, but we still giving them another first round pick, that would be more than most of the other teams could offer. Because I don't think Philly even came with 2 first round picks.
Yeah.
Nobody else came with 2 first round picks beside the Ravens.
Right.
So they would still get the same value in terms of picks.
Mm-hmm.
They just wouldn't be getting 12. So that's why
Yeah.
I was saying, would that not be a logical thing to try to get? Now listen, you got to
That
give
would
up 12. You
close
just
it.
got to give up 12.
That would close it. That would close it. Yeah, that would close the deal because they would be able to save face with what you're saying.
Yeah, cause see, and it would be the nice compromise
Yeah.
because they need to get Maxx Crosby off their books by
Yep.
4 o'clock, or they owe him the entire $30 million this year.
Right.
So it'll be helping them and it help us. We get to pick we get to keep pick 12, so we can add more assets to this defense because they have done jack shit in free agency.
Right.
You get to avoid looking like a damn fool for the way this deal fell through, and you still get your picks. You wanted 2 first round picks. You got 2 first round picks.
Nah, your plan would absolutely close it. Like 100%. They would definitely be able to save face with your plan. They would be able to
Now, see,
save face with your
that's all I'm
plan.
trying to see.
Nah. And see, me and you the same. We team F them picks. Like, and that's what I was trying to make my bigger point on when you jumped in with the voice of God. The bigger point I was trying to make is hope sounds good until you see reality. Right?
Very true.
See, because people was, what was we being sold? Man, you can get Boye Mafa, you can get Chason. Well, one of them with the Bengals, because that's the reality, right? Now Chason done went to the Commanders. You stuck with Gary. See, this the reality. See, before all of these transactions started to happen, it was forget Crosby. We can go get Chason. And we, See, you in the reality now. See, you in the real world, So that's why I'm on the second go round. How I was trying to explain, Henny, how can people not be F them picks? Like, how can you not be, aggressive for Crosby when you just saw the reality of what could happen if you still push for these B-rated edges?
I mean, you got to at this point say F them picks because Trey Henderson gone. That boy is in Baltimore right now.
It's right.
You know, He's
Yeah,
in Baltimore. Chase on, like you said, all your options have dried up.
that's right.
The last real difference maker right now that you can probably acquire realistically is Maxx Crosby. And
Mm-hmm.
regardless of any red flags, anything they capping about or saying or whatever, like that's the last guy. So if you're really interested in making a splash move and improving that front of your defense, it has to be Max at this point.
Yeah,
Because the answer can't be Jonathan Grenard. They throwing the Jonathan Grenard name around like we seen this film.
right. Yep. So, and I want Cowboy Nation to, join
Hey,
Efton
Kayvon
Picks,
Thibodeau.
bro. Join Team Efton Picks. Because, first of all, likely your Dallas Cowboys is not going to give up 2 firsts anyway. So, they going to give up 1 of the first, you know? So, it's no use of us being greedy, in my opinion. Give up 1 of the first, maybe next year second. If you want to be aggressive, do what Hen said. You could. You could. But you likely wouldn't even have to do that. Because you already are the best proposer if you put 12 on the table. Now, I would do your plan if it was 20 in next year's first.
Mm-hmm.
I would do your plan if it's 20 in next year's first. But if I'm
That's what
giving
I'm
you
trying to do,
12,
20
if I'm
next year
giving you
first.
12, bro, I'm giving you 12, bro. Take this second and move. Because ain't
Yeah.
nobody go touch that, bro. Because 12 is a shield, bro. That's an extra pick, really, in value. That's like 2 second rounders, low key. You feel me?
Exactly. And that's why I push for it because you're more likely to find a starting caliber player at 12 than you are at 20. It just is what it is. If you look at our own track record of when we draft in the top 12, top 13 or so, compared to when you draft guys in 20 and below, like you end up, with Michael Parsons and you end up with guys like that. On the flip side, you end up with, guys like Maji Smith. You end up with guys that you might have reached for a little bit. So I would prefer, if we can hold on to 12, send them 20. And I'm trying to win the Super Bowl this year. I don't give a damn about the pick in 2027 because I'm trying to make that whole 32.
Yeah. Yeah. And I will say this. This, to me, is a lesson about pushing Bs. We should never, in my opinion, push B-rated players again. It's a mistake to me. Like, because if you push these Bs and they want to be cheap, they go be cheap because you told them, I'm cool with the Bs. I'm cool with the committee. I just think it's a bad move to tell cheap people you cool with being cheap. Like, in the future, that to me, if you really trying to move Dallas, always aim high, bro. In my opinion. To me, the lesson is aim high, bro. Because if you aim with them committees, they go give you Gary. They go give your ass Gary. So, yeah, man. So, I do feel like Max is getting ready to be a Cowboy, though. I do. I think this is all posturing. I think Jerry and them trying to get a little bit off. I know they looking at the trends of what we saying on social media, and on social media, people are not happy with these Dollar Trees. It's over. You still there, Hen? Okay, Hen left. So he came in like the voice of God and left. But the fans are not happy with these Dollar Trees. They not. And they seeing the pushback. The Cowboys are seeing the pushback. They seeing, hold on, man. Y'all said y'all was in the bust the budget, bro. This ain't no damn what? What is this? I mean, huh? What you bust a grape? Ain't but shit. This ain't no bust no budget. Yeah, nah. So, and the fans are seeing it. And they saying it. Like, bro, come on, bro. Now, obviously, you're going to have some that's going to be on some, pushing this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We just want to be a little bit better on D. And we look like we are better. Like, bro, nah. This tells me, and it should tell y'all, we need to always stop shooting for. You never tell a cheap person, well, you don't have to give me everything. Nah, when they cheap, go ahead and shoot high. That's the lesson out of all of this. But anyway, man, I want to make sure that I came to y'all early this morning after I had some chances to sleep on it. Is that God again?
Yeah, I done came back in, man. I am.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Nah, dog. Nah, I agree with you. Did you pivot though while I was gone? Cause I couldn't
Yeah, I
hear anything you
pivoted, but
said.
we freestyling.
Man, listen. I'm trading for Maxx Crosby at this point, man. Like
Yeah,
I'm at the point of desperation.
yeah,
I can't even lie to you. Like your plans are good until you realize your plan is null and void.
right,
Because we could push it for pay Trey and somebody else did it.
right.
And then the back part of the news that nobody's talking about, he still wasn't coming to the Dallas Cowboys if the Ravens hadn't signed him. He was on the verge of signing with the fucking Colts.
Yeah, yeah,
So the due diligence that we've done, I was upset earlier. I ain't gonna lie to you. I felt like we done did all this due diligence, all this work, and they basically done spat in our face by not going and acquiring none of these guys.
yeah.
They
I
ain't go.
felt
They
that.
ain't
I
go
felt the
grab
pain.
D. They ain't
Yep.
went and got Chazon. They ain't went and got Trey Hendrickson. They still playing with the Maxx Crosby situation. I've been upset, dog. So I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, yeah. I think they gonna make up for it today, bro. I do. So I open up the phone lines. My boy Beaver said he won't open up the phone line. I open the phone line, and somebody said, and see, I'm glad y'all saying this. Still under the weather a little bit. Y'all be patient with me. Y'all, oh man, my throat hurting. He said, I'm so disappointed right now. We are lacking pass rushes. That's pathetic. Yep, that's real. That's real. And see, that's why I'm honestly, I'm gonna say this and I mean this. That's why I'm happy to see Cowboy Nation pushing back on the pandering. It's a lot of people not tolerating that pandering this year, bro. You know, because every year when Dallas make average moves, you gonna have voices out there that try to sell average as if it's good or great. People not taking that shit this year, bro. They not gonna let y'all go out there and just sell Gary like he's DeMarcus Lawrence and shit. You know what I mean? They not gonna let you go out there and call this safety Darren Woodson and talk about how important run stopping is. It's like, bro, we was top 3 in stopping the run. So why you selling me on that shit? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't really care about that, bro. We needed people that can get after the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And people not playing with that pandering, bro. Like, for real. I've been seeing it, but Boys is letting boys get hot slugs for that. Hot slugs. Like the content creators that was just safely able to just jock front office on weak ass shit. No, the fans ain't for that. It's not a safe time to be a panderer. For real. For real. And I'm gonna start shooting at them balls. I'm gonna start shooting at them balls heavy. I'm sitting back for a second. I'm like, bro, I already warned you, bro. All right, I'm gonna get gangsta on your ass. So let me take some phone calls here, and you can get in that phone line though if you want to help out.
Nah, you good. I'm almost at the job now, man. I just have to jump on and speak my piece real quick, man.
No, I appreciate it, man. Hopefully you feel better, bro. Cause I think it's getting real. How you gonna feel if we get Crosby? How you gonna feel? That's gonna make your day. You gonna feel better?
All sins are forgiven. All
For
sins
sure.
are forgiven. Like, yeah, you get Crosby, it's a rap. I got love for them. I got
Yeah.
love for them again. Y'all can't say shit about my about my front office no more.
Nah. This will be a great move. I think it's getting ready to happen. And you know, I think West Coast is right, man. If this happened, bro, how can we not say that the God is not a Cowboy fan? Like West Coast used to always say that. But if this fall in our lap, bro, this fell in our lap twice. For us to even be in this conversation twice. Shit. So we can't fail this second go around.
But handle up though, man. I'm hollering at you.
That's a bet. That's the OG Hen, man. Y'all make, hey Hen, plug your channel. Damn, he gone. Henny the Moore. Y'all make sure y'all follow Henny the Moore, man. So Henny, he can come in the back door. It's some people that can come in the back door where you leave the door unlocked for certain people. So I'm finna put up the call number and talk to the people. But I want to give an update. And hopefully y'all can kind of see where I'm coming from, where I see Jerry basically trying to maneuver this, in my opinion, to try to get a little bit off. He trying to get a little bit off the table. All right, let me put up this phone number. Talk to y'all real quick. My boy B-Bird said he want to call in. I want to definitely hear from B-Bird. B-Bird, I'm finna put up the number, man. Make sure you call in first, because when I put up this number, they go flood up in here, brother. I want to hear from you. All right, B-Bird, I got you. Somebody say, stop doing it yourself, boss. What am I doing, bro? What am I doing? Explain it. I'm not above somebody telling me if I'm tripping. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Don't lie on me. Been too many people lying on me, man. I'm going to check you hard for that. I mean that. Like people coming in here to me, boss, why you being negative? But I'm going to check you hard for that. I'm letting you know right now. I'm going to check the shit out of you. We got B-Bird in the building. I'm going to lock the phones too. B-Bird.
The conference has been locked.
B-Bird.
Hey, what's up, boss? You doing all right today, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Hello?
Yeah. You can't hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. I can hear you fine.
Okay. So one thing, man, I want to point out that since Jerry's been here, Jerry's a charismatic person, right? You got to give him that.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is that he's had a lot of years, I think 36, 37 years of being active in the media, understanding how the media works. We got social media. He understands the importance and the power of that and manipulation of that too.
The conference has been unlocked.
Other GM that's been in the league that long, that understands the ebbs and flows of the media and how to control people. I think he does a great job of that. Now that's to our detriment because it doesn't help us. But what he does is he shifts the mindset of fans.
Yeah.
And so that's when you start seeing things and people are saying, man, we're having a great off season. And you're like, are you serious? This is the same off season we've had before.
Exactly.
And so the thing about it is I just sent out a tweet that had you in it and said that I think you're the first one that called this out. You're the first one that called this out that said that
hold on real quick. Let me mute everybody. B-Bird.
All right.
Give me 1 second. Because there's people
All
coming in.
participants are muted and they can unmute themselves. The conference has been locked.
I told you they were going to start flooding in. All right. Go ahead, though.
Back?
B-Bird. You back.
We back?
Yeah, you back.
Yeah. So, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're the first one to point this out. They're doing things in the first week. And what that does is it gives a semblance of, oh, but they different. But it's really like you said, and it really I appreciate you for this. Hopefully I'm giving the right credit. You said, no, they're just doing the things they did week 8 and week 1.
Right.
These 1-year contracts.
Yeah.
And that was great. But it's smart of them because I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
You know what everybody else is saying? Look at the move they made for Rashawn Gary. That's a trade, dude. That's not a free agency move.
Right.
You can make a trade anytime. But what they did is they timed the trade during free agency. Oh, the Cowboys, look at them. They get up early in the morning. No, it's a trade.
Yeah.
That's what they like to do. They love to trade. They don't like getting free agents.
Right.
They don't want to get no bidding wars.
Right.
So what we've seen this year again is the same thing. No bidding wars, man.
Right.
They're trying to avoid them. That's why they was in it for Crosby, because it wasn't going to be a bidding war.
Right.
What they found is if we get into it, they've never won a bidding war for a top free agent since 2012. And so, but then here's another thing they do, which is great. They get their names on them where the Cowboys were close, and boy, they was right there with them. They gave them a good offer. Man, that's just putting stuff out there, y'all. That's to make y'all feel better. And so let us continue to be cheap, but we're gonna we've mastered this social media, this media thing to be able to manipulate y'all. So we know that we put out, boy, they was in a run, and boy, they had a great offer. But they're like, somebody posted a video, I can't remember who that was, saying, almost don't count. if you don't get it done, we don't want to hear about how close you were.
For
And that's
real.
right. And so what they've done though, man, is they found a way. Because I'm on social media. You just said that about X. With these dudes pandering, man, and these people pandering. Why are y'all pandering? Okay, that's what I told somebody. I put a tweet out yesterday. I said, man, if you make a 35 on the test, you got an F. If you go retake that test and you get a 49 on it, you did get better, but you still got an F. So just because you're getting incrementally better doesn't mean that you did enough to get you over the hump.
Right.
Now, I'll tell you this, and I ain't get your whole show, but the Maxx Crosby thing is always going to be in play because he's going to be a trade now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He's going to be a trade. So if you go back and look at, we've had about 7 impact acquisitions over the last 5 or 6 years. Amari Cooper, we've had Quentin Williams, we've had Cooks, we've had Gilmore, and some more other than that you can name. Oh, Pickens. All those guys have been way more impactful than our free agents, but they were all trades.
Yeah.
Also, Clark was a trade. You know what I'm saying? So we've had a lot of people that and I peeped this about 2023. Oh, that's what they like to do. They like to trade more. The reason why they want to trade is because the contracts are already in place.
That's right.
And all they got to do is take on the contract. There's no negotiation, no going against another team or anything like that.
And the team the team that they trading
be,
from might actually help them with some of that cap relief too, which they've been getting.
Absolutely,
as well.
Yeah.
It's smart though. It's smart.
And
I'm gonna
again,
give Cowboys credit for that. It's smart.
It's smart, but it still goes to that Marshall shopping. And I'll tell you this because you said something else. Me and my wife, when me and my wife got married, my wife was on her own for a while, so she was cheap. I mean, my wife ain't spending nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, hey man, we together, man. We got. She said, this is my mindset. You know what I'm saying? I'm a single mom, so I ain't really have that much. So let me tell you this. And me, I have money. I go spend on whatever, and I was too loose with my money. So let me tell you what I found that you're right about, that you said earlier, that a lot of people don't touch on. See, I ain't never had to tell my wife, hey, baby, don't spend so much money on this. It was already in her blood not to do it. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we can't, as fans, okay them not spending money. We can't be like, oh, that's a good, because they don't want to spend it anyway. And when we okay it, shoot, they go in hyperdrive.
Exactly.
Because they don't want to do it anyway. You got to make them do stuff, man.
That's why you got to
ask
ask
you see what I'm
high.
saying? Like, you got to, you got to ask high. Like you said, we got to stop putting these, this is what I say I'll never do. Because somebody asked me this before. I think Scott said, me and Scott was talking about some off-season stuff. Say, hey, man, look, he said something about how do you look at things, like the way the Cowboys are doing or the way it should be done. I said, I never look at the way the Cowboys would do it. Because now they're conditioning me to think like them.
Ooh.
And I don't want to think like them. I want to say what they're supposed to do.
Ooh.
And I'm going to stand on that.
Man.
I'm not going to I would never say, well, Jerry and this, that. No, you're conditioning me to think like you. Ooh. I'm not doing that. I'm telling you what organizations are supposed to do.
Ooh.
And when they don't do it, I'm going to stand on that. I'm not going to move off that, man. I told them that before. I said I would not move off what I think that they should do, which what any organization should do. And I said if they don't do that, then I'm coming at them. And because I'm not letting them condition me on what, they ain't going to do it. No, that's right. That's when you start asking for, we can go get this the 15 rated defensive end. Why? Well, that's, no, I ain't doing that. Because now they're going to sink to your expectations.
Yeah, and go
and
under
we'll keep
it.
on having need, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're going to go under it.
They go
and
under
right
it.
now, man,
that's what Gary is.
This free agent that's what Gary is, man. Gary's a guy. So the team that had him for 6 or 7 years said that he's not good enough. So, and then somebody said, when somebody brought up sacks, I can't remember who it was on Twitter, it was like, well, sacks ain't everything. And they're right. But here's the deal. That dude over the last 9 games had 0 sacks and 0 tackles for loss. Dude, at some point in time, you got to say, you can't be like, well, that wide receiver, you can't judge that wide receiver on catches. What the hell else are we supposed to judge him on? I mean, at some point in time, sacks and tackles for loss and all that stuff does matter, right? I know pressures matter too. Yeah. But I'm saying at some point in time, you got to make a play here. And the team that had him said, nah, man, this dude ain't good enough. And so then I go look at him, and they got him, and I said, okay, well, they got him. I said, okay, that's cool. I got on the phone with Sky that morning. I say, Sky, hey, they got Gary, man, but do you think that precludes them from getting Crosby? And he said, man, I hope not. I hope this is not plan B, because we talked about it. I hope this is not like we ain't going to get Crosby, so we're going to go, this is the next best thing. If that's your plan B, that's a terrible plan B, man. That really is. And one more thing before I go, man. I look at the Hendrickson contract. That wasn't a bad contract.
That was a good contract.
I mean, that dude is under. Yeah, that dude is under $30 million a year.
Yeah, 28.
I just don't understand.
And watch his cap hit
man,
below. Watch his cap hit below.
Yeah, it's gonna be low, and it's probably really a 2-year contract. Probably
yeah, I bet it
maybe
is.
3-year contract.
Dallas should have been on that.
It's something that you got to look at it and see, because it's probably something that they could have manufactured this or reworked to where it's really like a DAX year, years. Like he got about 2 or 3 more prime years. Probably could have had it in that area and got it done. But what they don't even want to. Sometimes, man, they just want to be they want to be in the picture. That's just for fans, man. That's just for us.
And you know what else I think it is too, B-Bird? You know what else I think it is too, B-Bird? I think we not used to, none of us are used to playing in week 1. We used to week 3, week 4. You bring in week 3 and week 4 negotiations to week 1. You know? And it's
that's
like
that's the thing that you pointed out, man, to me, and I said, that's what they doing. It was so. I'm glad you did that, because I was trying to put my finger on it why this wasn't no different. And people saying, well, they doing something in the first week. All you're doing is moving it up. That's why I tweeted out. I gave you credit for that. You're gonna see it when you get off. And what it is they just moved it up, and it makes the semblance of, boy, they're aggressive. No, they're not.
They targeting week 3 guys in week 1.
That's in week 1. That's what they're doing. And so, but you was absolutely right about that, man. So I just wanted to call and just kind of tell you that, say that, man, and just tell you to keep
plug
it up,
your
man,
channel.
because I've been on Twitter. Man, it's B-Bird Cowboys, man, on YouTube, and I'm on Twitter. And we're doing the show, OG Podcast, man. It's Friday nights at 7 o'clock. I'll tell you right now, man, it's going to be on fire, because I ain't holding back nothing on these dudes. If they don't do something before tonight, before Friday, it's gonna be a long show, and I got a lot to get off my chest, as y'all can tell right now, man.
I love it.
This has been too long, man. We've been, and then the thing about it is, this year is no different than last year, and we still got. I put out a tweet said, I think I'm more pissed at the fans that's caping for this stuff than I am the front office, because the front office is going to be the front office. But we as fans got to stop accepting this, man.
Yeah,
we do. It's like this. It's like we got that. I forgot that syndrome. You a Stockholm syndrome. To whereas, in a sense, if you've been giving me Ritz crackers the whole time, you've been giving me saltine crackers the whole time, and then you finally give me Ritz. So I'm jumping up and down because I got Ritz crackers, not knowing I really supposed to be eating steak and potatoes.
Ooh,
you see what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'm supposed to be eating steak and potatoes, but you got me satisfied with Ritz. I'm jumping up and down like, man.
They played us like that, B-Bird. They played us like that.
B-Bird,
they played us like that. Like, for real, like the fact that we over here celebrating these lower level value deals and just saying, but they're busier week 1. Oh, y'all happy because they not on vacation. Because usually they on vacation week 1. That's how. That's what B-Bird talking about. We have lowered our standards so much that we just happy that they're actually working week 1.
That's crazy, man.
That's
true. So crazy, man. But boss, look, somebody else want to get on, man. Hey, I appreciate you allowing me to vent, man, a little bit.
Bro.
And again, man, y'all come back. Y'all come back at 7 p.m., man. Friday night. It's gonna be OG Podcast, man. It's going down, brother. So I'm gonna talk to y'all later, man. Appreciate you having me on, brother.
Absolutely, man. Love B-Bird. Shoot, B-Bird real. All right, and listen, y'all. I did lock the phones. I know that probably pissed some of y'all off, because if I don't, people go flood in here, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to control the traffic. You know, so I'll open it back up, but I also got stuff I gotta do too today, so I gotta manage my time. So I love y'all and want y'all calls and appreciate y'all calls. I just gotta manage it. So more money.
Yo, what's going on, boss?
What's up, man? You been riding hard, man. You been riding day 1, bro. You ain't never let up, bro. I've been seeing you in the streets.
I've been scrapping with you, man.
I see you been boxing with your boy.
Laying them streets, scrapping with you, man. Yeah, man. They just don't get what we see, man. They just don't see it how we see it, man.
That's
our offense,
that's what it
I
is.
wasn't even finna go there, but since you brought it up, our offense always been good. Way before Pickens was even thought about, our offense was good. You know what I'm saying? But this defense been horrible for years. Going back to DeMarcus Ware and all them, this defense was still bad even then. You know what I'm saying? We never had safeties and corners. We never had two things that match. What they say on Friday, Kool-Aid, no sugar.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? You always got Kool-Aid, no sugar. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. My 2 points, I'm going to make 2 quick points, and I'm going to just listen to your reply with the chat for whoever this come in. My first point was what I've been saying in the chat over and over and over again. Every time Maxx Crosby name come up, Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones is attached. They've been making offers. You can't say them boys ain't serious about getting Max, but every time his name come up, they write up. Every single time they write up. So you can't say they're not serious about Maxx Crosby. Then point number 2 is people keep saying we need pass rusher. Well, Maxx Crosby is different from the rest of them because he's not just a pass rusher. That man is a play disruptor. I don't care if you running a pass, if you running a run, it don't matter. This man is liable to blow your play up the minute you hike the ball. And that's why I'm pushing for him so hard, because I see him doing it over and over and over again. Yeah, he in Oakland and they ain't winning. They ain't got no offense. They coaching bad. Everything bad over there. You know what I'm saying? But he coming down and put him on that line with Quentin Williams. You got 2 disruptors right there. Them boys is not just chase the quarterback. They'll blow your run up in the backfield, -2, -3 yards. Stuff like that matters. You do that on first down. You put a team behind the ball on first down. That matters.
Yeah, you just talking that good ball, bro. Like, a lot of people honestly don't see the vision of Trey. They don't, and they don't see the vision of Trey with Q, like you explained. You know, it's to some people he not worth it, but then I guarantee you this, and you know this gonna happen. The moment Trey is a Dallas Cowboy, watch how people all of a sudden start learning football. Yeah, they go all of a sudden. All this common sense we've been talking about, they gonna be talking like us. They like, bro, we've been saying that, bro. Like, oh, he gonna be paired up with Quentin Williams and me. But what was you when we was fighting for this, bro? Like, oh, you got common sense now. Wow, where did this come from? Oh, okay, he on the squad. Okay, all right. But when it was time to fight for him,
all I wanted to push. I'm gonna get out the way for whoever next. I'll listen to you.
I appreciate it, man. I got you, man. Good thought. I'm gonna open up the call lines again, y'all. Y'all be patient. I just got one more call, then I open up the phone lines one more time. Because I see some of y'all saying y'all trying to call in. I want to control the traffic, y'all, because if I don't, it'll be like 20 calls up in here. AJ.
Boss, Cowboy Chiefs, baby. I ain't got too much to say because B-Bird and you have already said it for real. But, man, if Maxx Crosby isn't a Cowboy by 4 o'clock, we got a problem. We got a real problem, and we need to attack these homers like Foot and AOC for pandering, talking about, oh, the Cowboys are moving different. They know they're not. Like you said, they're just active week 1, but making week 3 moves. It's not going to cut it.
Right.
It's not gonna cut it, man.
Yeah.
You can't sit here and tell me that we got Crosby on the table right now, man. Off of that 12th and a second, and feel me, it's gonna go where it's gonna go. But we can't let Crosby slip through our hands for a second time.
No,
we can't.
Yeah.
Not at all. And
you don't get chances like this twice, bro. You do not.
No, you definitely don't. And what we also gotta put our foot down on is, man, get Pickens deal done so we can free up some more of this money.
Facts. Ooh.
Get Pickens deal done, because a lot of us are forgetting about the Pickens deal.
Yeah, we forgetting about that.
A lot of content creators aren't talking about it.
Nope.
Oh no, we got to get this done before July 15th, I believe.
Yeah, July 15th is the deadline, but we really should be getting it done now so that we can have some more to actually do something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, put it like this. If Maxx Crosby isn't a Cowboy by 4 o'clock, boss, we're in some real trouble. That's what the honest to God is.
That is.
And closing, what I would do, a sneaky thing I would do, I would probably try to go after Fred Warner. So also over there, tell me, give her Fred Warner, something like that. I don't know the exact trade, but I would honestly try to go after Fred Warner. And with that being said, boss, I appreciate you. I love you. Fuck AOC and fuck Foot. I'm out.
Man, that boy went crazy on them boys. Hey, listen, man, I'm going to tell you, that pandering shit, bro. I'm opening up the phone lines. People catching up to that, bro. You can only kind of play that game so long. Because, see, pandering does work on the casual fans because y'all see it. I got the phone lines back open to y'all. I unlocked it, so y'all can call on back in. Pandering does work because y'all see just watching my channel. How many times have I been in here just not saying anything negative, not saying anything bad, and somebody would run in here and say, "Why are you negative, boss?" I'm like, bro, like they did that when I was doing the film breakdown on Gary. I didn't even start the film breakdown. I didn't even have an opinion. I literally was over here like, I don't really know who he is, so let me go see, right? Let me go see his game. And as I was doing it, it was like 10 people. Boss, why are you just bringing it down? I'm like, bro, if you don't, but see, because those are the type of people that y'all know are addicted to hope, opioid, dope, you know? So they want to feel good and they want to be pandered to. And they want somebody to tell them that Gary is tank. That's what they want to hear. They want to hear, why are y'all concerned about sacks? He stops the run. Why? Come on, guys. Come on. Yeah. And so when people be pandering like that, what do casual fans do? They, oh, I like this. Subscribe. Because you're telling them what they want to hear. And see, the off season, I say, got 3 types. Positive pampers, where people, that's all they want to hear is positivity, even when it's not real and honest. Then you got people that's truly negative. They are. Like, it ain't nothing go ever be good enough. Both of those are super annoying. Then you just have people that keep it real. Where whatever it is, it's like, if it's good, they say it. If it's bad, they say it. If Jerry doing good, they say it. If Jerry tripping, they say it. That's what I try to aim to be. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. If this safety is bad, I'm going to say he average. If he ass, I'm going to say he ass. If he great, I'm going to say he great. If Jerry and them played this right, I'm going to say they played it right. You know what I'm saying? So I got 2 more people that just called in. I'm gonna leave the phones unlocked for a little bit longer if anybody else want to call in. I got 2 people that just jumped in. We want to hear from them. Let me put up the phone number one more time. And like I said, I'm trying to control the traffic because I want to make sure I don't get too many people in here. But listen, y'all, like at this point, fighting Crosby is foolish. It really is. Because see, we saw the aftermath of what it looked like on that committee bullshit. And it looked like, I got a button for it. 346.
Can you?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, boss?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Troy.
What's up, Troy?
I'm good, bro. You say people want to have hope. We a community of hope, huh? I'm gonna give you some hope. These folks just gave up 2 first-round picks for a dude that just had surgery on his knee, and everybody knew it.
Mm-hmm.
You say, man, they in a position to make a move for the playoffs, and they getting ready, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in our back pocket, we got 2 first. Wasn't our shit. Got it from some other folk.
Mm-hmm.
The conference has been locked.
Yeah, we got that from other folk.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Clark.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, we took one of our first, and we went and got Quinn Williams. We got that dude.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with them other people shit that we got, you trying to tell me we can't take 1 first of our own shit and Osa and go get the sheriff. Now, you done seen these folks talking about who better, and hey, Michael saying, hey, I'm coming and I'm the new guy and whatever. But if we bring the sheriff to Dallas,
is the sheriff Crosby?
He gonna get to say, no, hell no.
Who is the sheriff?
Why would we get? Come on now. It's only one sheriff in town.
Who?
and his name is Myles Garrett.
Okay.
Ain't no way them folk gonna not take 3 firsts. But we can't look at it like it's 3 firsts. Say them 2 pick not our shit. That's not the same, man. We got Kenny Clark, and we took our stuff and we went and got Quentin. Now we take one of our own first, and Osa, and that rest of that we did with Micah. You can't tell me we didn't win. I don't care what the Browns saying. Oh, we got 3 picks out of them. No, you didn't. You got 1 pick out of us and Osa. The Green Bay was happy to give us them 2 to help us get the sheriff over here, and I think we should do it. We should do that. And yeah,
I put it like, what's your name first of all? What's your name?
Troy.
Let me make
I'm
sure.
Troy Moore in the chat.
Let me make sure I lock you in, Troy.
Yeah.
And so the next time you call,
I know it sounds crazy. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy.
Hold on, wait.
Like 3
No. You listen. You dealing with me, bro. I ain't one of them. You feel me? I'm one of them. Troy. F them picks. I mean that. You know, like
you see what I'm saying?
Like I mean that. Like see. You know what upsets me, Troy?
What's that?
Like how we say stuff like, we need to be like the Rams. The Rams had 1 first-round pick in 10 years. 1.
Right.
But when you throw out an idea like that, you'll say, I know it sounds crazy. No, he don't. He don't sound crazy. He sounds smart. He getting a commodity that you know you can trust. Picks at the end of the day are hope. And sometimes you do hit, but sometimes you do miss. Some teams get the proven commodity. That's what Troy talking about. And if you can get the sheriff, F them pigs, especially when you got 2 in 1 year.
And we moving Osa money, and all you're really thinking about is our 1 first.
Man, I'm with you.
That's all you're really thinking about is our own 1 first. If we could pick the sheriff with 1 first-round pick, and we're gonna give up Oso Diggins, so you can't tell me you don't want to do that?
Man,
we already did the hard part.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, Troy.
All the scrutiny of the Micah trade, and did we win or did we lose? Say we bring the sheriff home.
Nah, if you bring the sheriff home, man, your defense gonna be the scariest front. You would have the scariest front in probably ever, ever, all time.
It's the equivalent of the Barkley move.
And somebody say Browns ain't doing it. That's the part that needs reality. I don't know nobody that offered.
Who ain't taking 3 first-round picks?
Right, and I don't know nobody that ever offered it. To just say,
bro, and it ain't crazy.
Yeah,
and it's not crazy because it ain't our shit.
Yeah.
Green Bay gonna look crazy as hell.
Yeah. Now, Troy. So is this Troy that be driving the trucks?
No.
Okay, I thought it was another Troy. Okay, it's another Troy. Okay, but yeah, man. Nah, I appreciate your call, bro. And listen, don't ever even kind of apologize for your aggression. You know what I mean? You know how you say, I know it sounds. No, you don't sound crazy, bro. You don't.
I had an epiphany on this shit, man. They was talking about Maxx Crosby. They gave them 2 first-round picks for that dude, and then it came out that, you know what I'm saying, he was hurting this, that, and the third. Y'all knew this.
You already knew it.
But
right.
You wanted to see.
Yep.
You already knew. You didn't want to see, but you gave up them 2. You gave them up.
Yep.
Say, well, we just so happen to have 2 of somebody else shit.
Yeah. And
all it's going to take is probably 1 more hours. They probably don't even really need another 1. He might not even need a 1 on top of ours. Let's give him a 2 for next year. A 2
I
and
agree.
A 4. You know, some crazy shit. Make it just look crazy.
Yeah, we just gave away a 4th for a dude that was finna get fired.
You know what I'm saying? It can look crazy as hell. But
we gave away a 4th for a dude that was getting ready to get fired. Gary. He was getting ready to get cut. And we over here like, we'll give you a 4th just so we don't have to compete.
Man, fuck them picks.
Bro.
It's not our shit.
Yeah.
I know we can do whatever. Them dudes is not going to equate to what the sheriff would do in the next 3 years here in, well, not here. I'm not in Dallas. But for the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm. No, that's 100, bro. And we need more people talking like you. That's more on the aggressive side. We got too many fans that's on the passive side. Because this is how they'll try to push you back. You can't do that. We got to build this defense. We're going to need all those picks to build the defense.
It's built. It would be built. Hey, where are you going? Where you going?
Right. Nah, that defense is built.
We got to say, them coaches get hold to all them little scrappy dudes we got back there, man. Go and coach some scrappy dudes up. We got back there, children.
Give me the scrappy bees back there.
Goddamn rebels and goddamn let old buddy get his foot back right.
We be straight.
We gonna be okay.
We'll be all right. Mm-hmm. I'll take it. Let me take the next call, man. Good call, Troy.
Good guy. Yeah, appreciate you.
Man, I like that type of stuff, man, because I'm team F them picks, bro. A lot of people like, nah, bro, I don't care about them damn picks. Mr. Burns, you live.
Hey, what's going on, boss?
Man, what's happening?
I just wanted to ask, what does the doctor say about Maxx Crosby's? Because they said this morning that the doctor from Dallas said that they wouldn't take the chance on. So is that true, or is that a smokescreen? What's really going on with the injury?
My gut, and then what I'm seeing from a lot of people online, bro, is that really the Ravens got cold feet. And so you can get a doctor to almost say anything when they work for you, bro.
Okay, so why did the Cowboys doctor do an independent thing for the Ravens? Why did he get involved with that? So he tried to throw them out so the Cowboys could get the pick? Could get the trade?
I wouldn't go in that deep on a conspiracy. He's likely just a trusted surgeon and somebody that respected around the NFL. And they probably involved him in it, but most of the people that deal with this know that the surgery that Crosby had wasn't no major surgery. It's like a cleanup surgery. It's something that take a couple of months to get over. It ain't something that's gonna take a massive amount of rehab, and he gonna be himself, so most people not buying it. Like, when I look across at most of the media right now, mainstream, not the locals, the mainstream, they like, this looks like the Ravens got cold feet. They was looking at how their free agency was going. They was starting to lose a lot of players, and they then pivoted likely that we would rather pay for an edge rusher with Trey and keep the picks because now we got too many holes. Just they wasn't willing to kind of stomach that hard rebuild. That's what it looked like.
Okay, so we gonna give him a 12 and a second round. Is that what you offering? I'm the Raider. That's what you offering me for Maxx Crosby.
I'm definitely offering 12.
Okay.
And absolutely, because 12 is my shield.
Okay.
Because that keep competition away. Because most people can't even match that. They can't get up there. Like Chicago was trying. Because they had a first round pick, but they was pick 25. The value difference between that and 12 is like a second rounder. You know what I mean? Like, basically, it's like that Dallas, was holding way too much, and they never could get up there. That's why they got out of it. And were like, all right, we ain't gonna even fight for this no more. You know what I mean? We can't win.
Okay, so if we don't get him today, we ain't gonna get him.
My crystal ball not going that deep. I would assume that it's a hard deadline, but the deadline is money, so they got to be cap compliant by 4:00. So there has to be moves made to make sure you can pay for it. And the Raiders is looking like they're trying to. What I'm hearing is that they're trying to pivot this to still try to put their foot down that they want to first. Like they trying to put their foot down on that, despite what just happened with them.
Yeah.
That's what that's what I'm hearing.
We gonna give him that. What would you take at 20 if we get what? I'm saying once we get Crosby, who you taking at 20? What you want at 20? A cornerback or a linebacker?
I don't know. I mean, I'm still studying. I ain't gonna even cap. You know what I mean? I got people in mind.
Okay.
At 20, like Terrell, but I'll put it like this. When you're talking about the first round to me, I'm never really thinking need. I'm thinking player. To me, I want the dopest player, period. Offense or defense. Now, the only reason I would go need is if the players are close. You see what I'm saying? So if I got the corner graded on the same level that I got the receiver, I'm picking the corner, right? Like if I got one on 1B and the other one 1B, I'm picking the corner. But if I got 1A, you know what I'm saying, at running back, and then I got 2B at corner, I'm picking the running back in the first.
I want love.
Yeah.
I want love.
Perfect
if we
example.
Get Crosby, I want love.
Yeah.
Hey, we gonna see you. Hey, as soon as this schedule come out, me and my partners, we come down there every year. We'll be down there to check y'all out, man. We listening to y'all. Keep up the great work, man.
Man, thank you, bro. Thank you, my brother. And I'll see you when you get here. Hit me up too. For real. Hit me up.
Okay, y'all be safe. I will. Y'all be safe.
All right. Good call, man. We got one more. We got my boy Biscuit. All right. But I do think Crosby's gonna be a Cowboy, man.
What's going on, boss?
What's happening?
Oh man, I just want to say, go get him. Damn it, Jerry, go get him.
For real.
I've been working this angle, man. I've been content. Hell, I did content where I said, God damn it, I would trade George Pickens for that dude.
Woo.
I know it makes sense, and I had Cal.
Man, don't apologize. I'm with you. I'm with you,
and
bro.
I had him come out. I didn't care. I'm just being who I am.
Man, we can't. We can't pander, bro. We don't do that pandering over here, bro. You say what you feel and what you really see, bro. Like we don't do that pandering. Like ain't no apology. I would never apologize for that, bro. I would never apologize for that, bro, because that would have been the best move.
3 fucking words. Fuck them picks. Get us a damn pick somebody who's proven. Are we going to be, is defense is going to be shifting around because Rashawn Gary's on that line? Hell no.
No.
They're going to be shifting around for Maxx. They're going to say, oh, man, we got this crazy-ass Ginger coming around that end. Oh, my God.
That's right. Did you call him Ginger, dog?
I call him a Ginger. Eh? So what? Let that crazy ass Ginger come around that end. We're gonna have to step up and chip block and keep our tight ends getting close.
I don't know why people don't get that, bro. Why don't people get that, bro? Like, why don't people understand what you just said?
I don't know.
Like, how's that hard?
I don't know. I've done content the other night, man. I was doing content when the trade came up and I was in the middle of recording my upload, and I was like, "Oh fuck, man, give me a break." but I was kind of high on the Cowboys, to be honest, because the fact that they did get offer a first, a second, and what I understand, Osa. Mm-hmm. That's pretty aggressive, if you ask me.
Yeah, it is.
That's saying, okay, we want him.
Yeah.
Now we've got this injury report. I suppose that injury report wasn't there 2 days ago. Give me a fucking break. No, I ain't buying it. Go get him.
Go get him, bro. Go get him, bro. See, I'm like you, bro. Go get him. Like all these people, they be trying to, man, I was so thirsty for him, bro. I was like, bro, put the same proposal on the table and do it, bro. Like you was already willing to do it. See, why we gotta play these games, bro? She winked at you. She's already rubbing your head, bro. She said, "Come inside." What are you doing?
Let's go get him.
Let's go get him.
I'm sure that same injury report was there Monday as it is today on Wednesday.
Man,
I'm sure it's still.
It's still the same. This is
the same.
This is Dallas trying to get a better price. It's like, don't get too cute, Dallas. I mean that, bro. Don't get too cute.
And then maybe
man.
the Raiders could have used the Cowboys to up the ante a little bit, and the Ravens went, okay, I'll give you two first round picks. Oh shit, I'm losing everybody. Oh, I want them motherfuckers back right now. Give them back. Oh, you can have. We're gonna chicken shit out of this right now. So whatever. I'm just saying, go get him. You get a second opportunity to bring him to Dallas. Go get him.
Man,
go get him.
You don't get this twice. You fumbled first time. Look it in the second time. Period. So, yeah, man.
No shit.
Yeah.
I've been on the Maxx Crosby train for a while, man. I'm not getting off of it until they say, man, he's gonna be a one-legged whatever.
Yeah, I'm with you too.
No, man, go get him. Dude.
I'm with you too, man.
I'm telling you, I've heard that the Raiders. Crosby's doctors say he's gonna make a full recovery. He's gonna be ready to go here. It was just doing some cleanup work on his knee, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just cleanup. Yeah, and people trying to act like he injured. Man, let's stop, man. Stop.
Man, I've been hearing the word injury prone. Man, kiss my ass on that shit.
Yeah, that's such a lie, bro.
The dude missed 2 games and they damn near had to fight him to do it, and he said, hell with this.
Exactly.
You sitting me down. We ain't got nothing to play for, but I'm madder than hell. Get me out of here.
Man, he's a warrior, man. He's the ultimate warrior.
Yeah, you don't want that guy on your line going after the opposing team's quarterback to create havoc? Shit, give me to me all day, buddy.
All day.
Yeah, I'm on the Maxx Crosby train.
All day, man.
I was actually on Maxx Crosby. I wasn't much on Trey Hendrickson. I don't get me wrong. I looked at it especially when the trade fell through. I looked at it. I was like, okay, but he's never played the 3-4. So do we really want to go that route? So that's why I was like, well, I can understand Gary, but he's nobody that nobody's going to just say, oh shit, here comes Rashawn Gary, man. I mean, he's going to give us what, 6-7 sacks a year. He's not going to get what, like what Crosby's going to give. You know, he's going to give you double-digit sacks, pressure the hell out of somebody, chase running backs down. I mean,
lead your team, be an example.
A game wrecker, man. He's a game wrecker,
a good man.
That's what he is.
Man, he checked all the boxes. He just posted today that he been 6 years sober. You know what I'm saying? 6 years sober off drugs. So like when everybody else will be concentrating on or sending out slick disses at the Ravens, he's sending out stuff that help humanity. Bro, this is the dude, man. Like I'm honestly sick of the overthinking of this. I'm so sick of people with the overthinking. It just makes me want to vomit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's like, damn, like this is not even hard. Why can't we have more people that just kind of understand the value of premier edge rush? But we don't.
Oh man. Well, like you were saying last night, if you don't watch Fangio's defenses, he always has, that makes his defenses so good, is he has a badass pass rusher.
That's it.
Now, we don't have a badass, and now I'm sure Parker, you got to give him the benefit of the doubt. You got to let him do his thing. But
yep.
You know, he's Fangio. He's going to be. You know, he's a Fangio. You know, he was mentored by Fangio.
Yeah.
He was trained by Fangio. He's Fangio's guy. So I'm sure he's going to use those same exact schemes by shifting things around and make you assume that something's there that's not.
Right.
But I'm just saying, man, if they was better, everything's better. You got a dominant pass rusher like that. Obviously, we should have never let Parsons go, but We can't sit and dwell on that. It's gone. It's over. Let's move on. And if we got for Parsons and we have Kenny Clark, Quentin Williams, and Maxx Crosby on that D-line, give me that all day long.
All day long.
Give me that.
All day long, man. Thanks for the call, man. Great call. Plug your channel.
Hey, I gotta get back to work, boss. Hey, appreciate you talking to me, bro.
Okay, my brother.
Remember, y'all go check out my YouTube channel at Biscuit, BIZCUTT. Y'all have a good day.
Biscuit. There it is. All right, man. Y'all check them out. So, to me, this looks good for us, you know. And this is what we need, like real talk. So, remember the hashtag, because see, the one thing that you want to do is you want to push this on Twitter and X as much as possible. And it need to be the same. Maxx to Dallas is super easy. Hashtag Maxx to Dallas. So I probably sent out about 50 of them yesterday. Anytime anybody said anything about Maxx, the first thing I did is made a comment about it and I put that hashtag. Because what we trying to do is at this point we spamming the hell out of Dallas. We spamming Dallas to let them know that we have supreme interest in this. Supreme interest in this. This is something that we should be all for, you know, is really fighting to get this man up in here because, you know, Parker needed, you know, Parker needed, like, you know, and that's why I said, and I mean this, Vic Fangio's defense gets off when he got a lead dog. There's no way we should let them sell us on the committee when there's an obvious historical pattern. Obvious that we can't deny. And that the times that where he struggled is where he had a committee of guys versus a lead dog. So if you pushing for this, you're on the right side. You should be pushing for this because also this would be with Pickens. So we should have world peace right now. It really should be nobody that's against this. Especially because, and most importantly, because you already saw what they was cooking. See, it was one thing to imagine, oh, if we get Chason, if we get Maffa, no, they was cooking up Gary. They was cooking up Gary. And we know the smell of okay, good. We know the smell of that. And it's like, nah. So now let's get our appetites back up. Let's get our aim up, but more importantly, let's fight for this. That's the most important I'm gonna say. Is until we get an announcement that he's gone, we should be fighting for him. Because this could literally be the missing piece that put us over the hump for a Super Bowl, and I mean that. So I always appreciate all the content, man, and all the people that support, man. If anybody want to, you know, support with a cash app, that's my cash app. Greatly appreciate that. Also, you know, if you haven't liked and subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that as well. Because I feel like I'm one of the best, not the best, but definitely one of the best in the space. I'm gonna always work to show my work. I'm gonna show my documentation. I'm gonna show my receipts. I'm gonna debate with you. I'm gonna debate with you in a good spirit, though. Like, I'm gonna be tough, but my toughness is because I want to win. You know, it's not because I'm trying to embarrass nobody. So we welcome debates. We welcome differences of thought. That's how we rock on our channel. And until the next live, until the next video, it's looking good for us. Let's close this deal. I'm out. Let's go, man. Dallas, close this deal. Overspin. It's week 1. Overspin. Let's get behind this campaign. Flood Dallas. Let's go. Maxx to Dallas. Let's go.